It's time to reveal the murderer in Double Cross. If you haven't watched the first video, you should do that first by clicking on the link above. Then you can have a crack at solving the case. Who killed Louis Devore? Did you guess the murderer? The ruthless and cruel gangster certainly had a lot of people with a motive to want him dead. Let's find out. Vince Bellini was the head of the Philadelphia branch of the family, and Devore his right-hand man. But Bellini was fed up with Devore's twisted fascination for beating brothel prostitutes and the heat it was bringing the organisation. He also suspected his wife had feelings for Devore. Bellini could easily have ordered a hit on Devore, but he didn't. Pearl LeBlanc, Vince Bellini's new wife, with a weakness for men. Pearl was having an affair with Cadillac Tony, and Devore uncovered their secret. She'd also told Devore she had feelings for him, but he rejected her. Certainly motive enough for murder, but she didn't kill him either. Tony Moretti, aka Cadillac Tony, was Pearl's lover. Pearl made no secret of the fact that her true love was Devore. That, coupled with the fact that Devore had uncovered their relationship, Tony would certainly have a good reason to want Devore dead. But he didn't get the chance. Joe the Batter Angelini, Cadillac Tony's best friend and confidant. He would do anything to help get Tony out of a bind, even if it meant getting rid of Louis Devore. He didn't need to. Eddie Valentine wanted Devore dead more than anyone. He'd hated him since Devore stepped on Eddie to get the position of right-hand man to Bellini. In fact, Valentine planned to kill him, but someone beat him to it. That only leaves one suspect, James O'Dwyer, the lawyer who took to the bottle when his wife died of cancer and his only daughter, Maggie, ran away from home. Sadly, Maggie fell into trouble and ended up working the streets as a prostitute before becoming a popular fixture at a brothel ran by Annie Devereaux. Unfortunately for Maggie, she also became a favourite of brothel regular Louis Devore. But one night, Devore went too far and Maggie died. Another girl from the brothel, who was close to Maggie, wrote to O'Dwyer to tell him of his daughter's death, but not her murderer. O'Dwyer had to find that out himself and held Annie Devereaux at gunpoint until she confessed the killer's name. O'Dwyer shot her for her part in covering up his daughter's death. Thinking the morning paper would headline her murder, he was surprised to learn instead that none other than Louis Devore was about to face trial for the murder of a brewery owner. He couldn't let Devore go to prison. He needed his own revenge. Thinking it futile, he offered to represent Devore and was amazed when Bellini retained his services. After the acquittal, he followed Devore to the brothel, where he snuck up behind him, beating and choking him to death, just as Devore had done to his little girl. James O'Dwyer was never suspected of the murder. Did you guess it was James O'Dwyer? Don't be too hard on yourself if you didn't. It really could have been any one of the suspects. I hope you enjoyed our first in what I hope will become a series of original murder mysteries. Until next time.